Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to go over one of my favorite meta decks in the current format, Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX. Yes, I know everybody's done this deck, and I'm pretty late to the party, but I do love this deck. I've been playing it a ton at locals. I think I'm like 27-4 with this deck right now at locals. It's been crushing it, and I love winning. And I think you do too. If you would, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It does help the channel a ton. We are on the road to 500 and on the road to monetization, so every little bit helps, and I appreciate you. Make sure you stay tuned until the end, because I will do a pretty in-depth analysis on what I like, what I don't like, what I think could change, what I think should stay the same, counts, all that stuff. Spoiler alert, I will tell you this is what I think is my optimal build currently, but things will always change, and so maybe just take a look at it and see what you think. Tell me in the comments down below. But let's go ahead and get into it. We've got Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX. Such a good Pokemon, energy acceleration, and the main attacker with its Punk Up ability. When you play this card from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, search your deck for up to 5 basic dark energy and attach them to your Marnie's Pokemon. This is really good. It's energy acceleration. 5 energy in a single turn is awesome. I love being able to put that down. We get 2 Marnie's Grimmsnarl up and running, ready to go. We have a 5th energy somewhere that we can move to a Munkidori and still attach an energy for turn to a Munkidori, potentially moving 60 damage from our Pokemon over there, all in a single turn. Such a good ability, such a good Pokemon. It does have the attack Shadow Bullet for 2 darkness energy. It does 180 damage to the active Pokemon and an additional 30 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So, like I said, now we're moving 5 energy, potentially 6, all in one single turn, moving 60 damage from Munkidoris, and now adding 30 damage on top of that, so we can take out a full Dratcloak, all in one single turn, on top of taking out another Pokemon from the active. This is so good. I cannot explain to you how good Marnie's Grimmsnarl really actually is. Speaking of Munkidori, because I've said his name 1,000 times, and if you do, he does appear eventually. Munkidori, super good with the Adrenabrain ability. Once per turn, if this Pokemon has any darkness energy attached to it, you can move 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. We run 3 of them. It's potentially possible to get that, again, moving energy with energy switches and stuff like that, but we can move 90 damage with this, and that saves a Marnie's Grimmsnarl from being 2-shot, just barely, but saves a Marnie's Grimmsnarl from being 2-shot by a Dragapult. This is really good. I love Munkidori in this. Now, we do run Froslass, and it can hinder us in certain matchups, but once you play it enough times and you learn that maybe you don't need Froslass in a matchup against Dragapult, it doesn't really hurt. But with its ability Freezing Shroud, every Pokemon during Pokemon Checkup that has an ability, both yours and your Pokemon, during Pokemon Checkup, take 1 damage counter. Now, this stacks, so if you have more than 1 Froslass, they'll take more than 1 damage counter. But this ability doesn't affect any Froslass whatsoever. Now, caveat to that, because some of you will point out, Froslass EX is a different Pokemon. It has the name Froslass EX. This is not protecting Froslass EX. It only protects Froslass. So, use it at your own caution. We do run the Budew. Super good for the very early game. Itchy Pollen, 10 damage. Now they can't use can't use item cards. And it's just really good early game. Yes, it is a potential liability as far as going onto the bench. But that's okay because we have Shaymin with its Flower Curtain ability. Prevent all damage done to your benched Pokemon that don't have a rule box from attacks of your opponent's Pokemon. Now, this doesn't say from your opponent's EX or V Pokemon. This just states from your opponent's Pokemon. So even basic or random one prize Pokemon that do damage to the bench, as long as Shaymin is involved, they don't take damage. Now, Pokemon EX do have a rule box, so stuff like Pheasantipity and, I don't know, Mew EX, all of those are actually able to have damage put down on them. So we use Grimmsnarl, put that 30 onto a rule box Pokemon, and it's not protected. So it really does help our babies. It helps our monkeys and Froslass, and helps protect Budew. Now it's only damage, not damage counters, so Dragapult still gets through, and that Budew will probably go down. Our supporter line is actually very specific. We like these, and it's all stuff we've been using for so long. But we've got the Iono, we've got the Arven, we've got Professor's Research, and Boss. Iono, both players shuffle their hands, put them at the bottom of the deck, and then draw however many prize cards they each have. This is very good. A little bit of disruption can go a long way. Arven, search your deck for an item and a tool card and put them in your hand. Also very good, because we've got a fantastic A-Spec, and it doesn't hurt to be able to evolve or de-evolve on the first turn. Professor's Research, ditch your hand and draw 7. It's very simple, very easy. I love this thing. We can go grab it with our A-Spec, and then bam, we've got 7 new cards. And lastly, we do have the Boss's Order. Such a good card in this. Pull up something from the bench and smash it. Our A-Spec for the day is the Secret Box, and I, again, will claim this for the record. I think this is the top 3 A-Spec of all time, not just of the current era. I think this is a top 3 A-Spec of all time. So good. You do have to discard 3 cards from your hand, but you search your deck for an item, tool, stadium, and supporter card, and then go put them in your hands. So this literally gets us everything we need for a single turn to just keep ramping up and just keep going. We don't have to use that supporter this turn if we don't want to. We can set up a supporter for next turn, like a Boss or a Professor's Research, and smash something. And I love that. This is such a good A-Spec in this. I really, really suggest this be the A-Spec for you. Now, I use 2 Energy Switch. A lot of people are running 1. I use 2. I like the ability to do it more than once. Energy Switch, you take a basic energy from one of your Pokemon and move it to another one. It's very simple, but we can put 5 energy down, Energy Switch one of those 3 onto a Munkidori, and then attach to a Munkidori for turn. That's 6 energy, that's 2 Munkidori ready to go in a single turn. I love this thing. This is a fantastic card. I also really love Team Rocket's Venture Bomb. It's such a good card in this. I don't know why people aren't running it more. Flip a coin. If heads, you put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon, but if you flip tails, you put 2 on your active. And since we're moving stuff with Munkidori, we can put those 2 wherever we want, or we can hit ourselves with it and put those 2 wherever we want with a Munkidori. I love this thing. This is almost one of our this is probably our most common Budew counter or Cleffa counter. I love this card. And the last card I want to go over is our Spikemuth Gym. Search your deck for a Marnie's Pokemon and put it in your hand. This is going to be really awesome. We can turn 1 Arven into the Earthen Vessel and into the Evolution, have Morgrem, and then the next turn after that, just go search for Grimmsnarl, evolve it, and all of our energy is good to go on our second turn. And I can't say enough good things about this. This is a fantastic stadium. Now, if you would, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Again, it does help the channel, and we are on the road to 500. But let's go ahead and get into it and see how we do. You know what's I do know what's a banana split, actually. How are you, bud? It's good to see you. Did I put that out? Is Mac the Cheese able to watch there, bud? Or is it kind of just she doing her own thing today? Or is she about ready to go to bed, actually, now I'm thinking about it, because she's got work tomorrow. Okay, my turn. Repairing drywall all day. Well, that's no fun. Yeah, she went to bed. That's what I figured. I guess we're getting rid of some of this stuff here, because we absolutely have to start the game off right. So we're doing this. This is how we're going to do it. Throw that down, put that there, and we'll go ahead and end our turn, see how we do. So, yeah, with this deck, I know that's one of my, it's the thing that I've, and I'm kind of more talking to anybody else that's listening, not necessarily just you. I'm kind of fat, not just necessarily you, Spencer. Okay, so this drops the Cleffa to get 2? No, okay, to get more than that. Okay, but he wants to get out of... Okay. He wants to get out of active. I don't know that I'd have done that, but... Only because I know what's... Like, I know what's there. But anyway, so this deck is Spread Deck. And it's one of my favorite decks. I've been using it pretty regularly for a while now. I'm actually not upset with that. At all. And I would have probably, if I were him, I'd have ended up saving that boss if it were me. Let's go ahead and get more imps. Do we want more imp? And yeah, we want Snorunt. We can Morgrem here. That's fine with me. And then we just research. Okay, getting quite a bit actually. We can drop this. I don't mind getting rid of the Budew, a counter catcher. Do I want anything from Arven? I don't think I want anything from Arven. I think Iono. Getting rid of Iono here is actually the smartest play. Supporter-wise, we can wait. I don't mind getting the... let's see. Actually, let's get TM Evo. Let's get Spikemuth. First off, let's see if we've got... Okay, we've got a Morgrem, so we can do that. The supporter here is going to be another research. And the item... You know what, let's hit the Venture Bond. No, let's get the Vessel. Let's get the Vessel. I don't hate this here. Spikemuth into a Grimmsnarl. Earthen Vessel off this Arven. Just getting one, because we're going to have a Grimmsnarl. Just getting the one here. Holding this, I think, is fine. Because we can then potentially get into... No, we're going to have to use it anyway. But we'll grab this, and then we'll go ahead and Evolution here. I don't necessarily need to kill Cleffa, but we'll add those there. We've got the Froslass going, and we've got the Morgrem. So, I didn't need to take the Cleffa, because I don't want to give Charizard extra damage. Even though our Grimmsnarls are going to be fine, they're not going to be, you know, anything we need to truly worry about, but I wanted to make sure that we're not giving them too much too quickly. That's a big deal for me. I also want to be able to potentially use this counter catcher correctly, and also the Cleffa being something that gets knocked out by Morgrem anyway, or excuse me, not Morgrem, by Grimmsnarl anyway. I feel like Cleffa is fine here. It doesn't really... Leaving Cleffa alive doesn't hurt us. He's probably going in and trying to get that Pidgeot, would be my guess, which does allow him to get the Charizard off, but I'm not as worried about that either, because we haven't taken any prize cards. This one Morgrem going down is not an issue. It will also allow us the counter catcher here, so we can go into something like a Grimmsnarl, counter catcher up, whatever we want, probably this Charmeleon, because I think that's the better option. Or killing this Charizard is actually probably the better option. We knock out, we keep going. We'll start moving damages even more that way, so we could even potentially set up a Charizard. We do have TM Devo, so TM Devo would also help once we get, you know, 5 over here, 3 over here, move some stuff around. TM Devo, what are you going to do about it? Potentially winning us the game because they can't catch up or can't fix anything. Okay, so the Charizard's down. We're not worried about it. Burning Darkness here does take us out, but again, we get to use the counter catcher, and we are okay with that. Hello, the one female in my fan base. How are you? So I'm not necessarily worried about the Charmeleon, because it's, as long as we get the 90 on it, we're going to be okay. I don't mind this here. Okay, perfect. That's fine. Dropping that there, we'll be able to move it later. What do I want here? I think I want Charizard inactive. Let's Grimmsnarl here. That should be fine. We'll get things started that way. We'll put 3 there and 2 there. That gets things moving. Yeah, we're going to have to Professor's Research here. Okay, we've got that. We've got the Night Stretcher here. We can go ahead and get ourselves an energy. I love that. Grimmsnarl there. TM Devo will wait. We can go ahead and move this. We can do it here. Spikemuth, it at least gets it out of the deck. And there's nothing, but that's okay. We've got 2 rare candies. We've got an Arven. Yeah, we're going to be okay. So we're done there. I don't hate this, so what we'll do is we'll throw the 30 there, and we're happy. The Pidgeot here doesn't really mess with a whole lot. He'll go get Charizard. Charizard's fine as long as we get the 90 on Charmeleon. The 1 will tick over for Pidgeot. We'll knock out the Pidgey underneath. We can just keep kind of moving damage until we're ready to TM Evo and deal with it that way. Okay, so this, let's see, 130 plus 180 is 210, 220. So as long as we can get nope, that's, yeah, okay. So this now adding 210. That's a KO. Okay, so we are just not gonna get it here. That's some stinky poo-poos. Tell you what. I do want the Imp here because I can still go get the Arven, and I'm not as worried about it. Okay, so Arven, we're definitely getting this done. Let's get this. Let's get our Defiance Band. I trust you. I'll give you a couple weeks, but I'm expecting it. It better be here. Let's rare candy the Imp here. I think that's fine. No, we don't. No, we don't. TM Devo, what does that do for us? Defiance Band isn't bad here, but we can't. Oh, I mean, we kill the Charizard. We kill. Yeah, that's fine. Let's at least kill the timer. That's fine. We can go ahead and Adrenabrain here. We'll move it from here on to Cleffa because that'll help us get it done next time. Spikemuth does nothing. We don't have a lot here. We're fine. We'll go ahead and Shadow Bullet. And we'll put that 30 here. That'll take out both of the Charizard threats that we are seeing. That puts us down to 2. We can... Okay. Hang on now. Hang on now. I mean, we're just going to TM Devo. We're just going to move energy, retreat, TM Devo, kill the Pidgey. We should be fine. Hey, how are ya, Moon Kitty? That's actually now 3 females in my fan base, and I feel like I'm an anime protagonist with a harem. That's how I feel today. I feel good about that. I'm doing good. I'm okay. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate that. Okay, so let's... How do we figure this out? Let's monkey. Nope, because the 2, I only put, yeah. Okay, let's look at Spikemuth and see what we've got. That Iono kind of messed us up. I'm not gonna lie, that Iono kind of messed us up. Really could have been using a lot more of what we had if we just got lucky with the other Iono or another boss. Okay. So let's at least move monkey damage off Grimmsnarl. We'll move it on to Fez. As of right now, he's got a lot of cards in hand. Oh, there's... Okay, only 5 of you. Okay. Or 8 on one, but 5 on the other. It's fine. Thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate you guys. So with this... Yeah, we don't have much. We can at least Shadow Bullet here. That does, unfortunately, take out the Cleffa. But he would have brought up Pidgeot because it's got free retreat. And we'll just spread the 30 there. That's fine. Right now, Zard doing 300. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think... Yeah, now he's got it. But he only put back... How many... He's only used... He got 5 energies. So, well, no, because he can grab the... I think he can go and grab... Yeah, he'll grab the Super Rod here. Would be my guess. Goes and grabs Super Rod. How many has he used or how many gotten away with? I know he's used 1. Okay, so he's got Super Rod. He's only got 3... He's spent 3 rare candies, so we might end up getting a concede here if he can't get his rare candies. Or if it's in his hand, probably. More than likely it's in his hand. He's moving slow. Normally, if you got it, you got it. That's one way you'll know if somebody has it, is if they're moving pretty quick to get to the win, they've got it in hand, and he's moving pretty slow. So I don't think he's got it just yet. Looking through there, he's probably doesn't have the rare candy, or he doesn't know how to get to it without getting to the other pieces. Okay, now the quick search comes down, which I don't know. Can he get to it is the question. He only got the Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball gets him Charizard. Rare Candy gets him into Charizard. But he's got 5 energy. Normally, I think they run, what, 6 is the average there. And we'll take the concede. We'll take it right now. Hear me out now. I bring Wugtrio back with the release of... I am not against that at all. I am totally for that, actually. Between Reversal Energy... Yeah, no, I'm down. I've completed my deck. I've been working on it. Okay, what deck is that? And it's a mulligan. Oh, it's a mulligan for both of us, so I'm okay with that. I don't hate mulligans. Okay, so we only got the 1. They got 1 as well. We are going against a Dragapult deck. I don't hate that. Let's go ahead and go with Imp here. I've had 2 bottles since I woke up. Thank you. When did you wake up? First off, when did you wake up, madam? And then secondly... 2 bottles isn't enough. Just so you're aware. We'll use this. Why not? And okay, we get to move it. Don't hate this at all. We'll move it from here. Sure, onto Charmander. Yes, we can. After this, we can go ahead and test it. Test your deck, bud. To help you better test it, are you trying to test it against meta or just trying to test it for fun? Okie dokie. And not the good animal. Let's go ahead and Artazon here. I think that's fine. Let's get another monkey out. Let's get another one down there. And we can go ahead and Adrenabrain. Okay, so both. Okay. I don't hate... Yeah, we'll just move this. This is fine. Moving that there's good. We can energy... Do we want to energy switch? let's Ultra Ball here. Let's get some things started. Let's get the Morgrem here. Morgrem down. We can then go ahead and Energy Switch from here to there. Research. Okay. Let's see. Night Stretcher. What do we got here? Okay. Rocket Bomb. Hey, I like that. Like that a lot. Go ahead and put that there. That's an extra. Now Monkey can't really do a whole lot. We've got that. Earthen Vessels are fine. Yeah, we can go ahead and we can end our turn here. I don't think we're worried about the knockout just yet. It could happen, but I don't think I'm worried about it just yet. Oh, got rid of the TM to Evo. What? Why would you not? Like, I guess unless you don't have energy, then you wouldn't want to. Recon Directive. See what he's going to put in his hand. Could end up. Okay. Okay. Got the Arven. So first thing we're going to do, obviously, we're going to Adrena Brain here. We're going to move this 30 back onto Shaymin. We're going to Artazon here. I think that's a good idea. And do I want another monkey? I think I want another monkey. We can go ahead and throw that here. Let's Arven. We can Energy Switch. And we can... Okay, I'm going to try to actually sleep. Have a good night. Have a good night. Please sleep well. If you can't, I'm sure that Spencer and myself will be up for quite a while, and you can always text us. Alright, so... Actually, no. This is what I want. I want the Secret Box. And I think I want the Rescue Board. Grimmsnarl down. Yes. No, we'll leave some. We'll do it like that. So the reason I'm doing that is so that we can potentially get some more things out of here. I don't hate the Rescue Board in this position here. We can get rid of that. We'll get rid of the Froslass. We'll get rid of the Rare Candy. We'll get rid of the Earthen Vessel. First thing I'm going to do, Energy Switch. Second thing I'm going to do for Tool is going to be Spikemuth here. Oh, you know what? Let's get the TM. Is Gardevoir finally good with Munkidori? Yeah, what are you talking about? We'll get our TM Evo just to have it, and we'll get our research. We can go ahead and Energy Switch from here to the Munkidori. Now all of our monkeys are on board, ready to go. We'll Spikemuth here. Get the Spikemuth ready to go. Get our Impidimp. Is Dragapult good? Okay, so now you're just trolling and asking stupid questions. Let's see. What do we want here? We want to kind of keep that Froslass, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and Shadow Bullet. Let's start something. The 30 doesn't matter. Just throw it somewhere. 30 is not sustained. Wait. No, it is sustained as long as it doesn't go onto a Pokemon. Okay. Because this doesn't protect EX. So that's why it's good to throw it on Pheasantipity here. The unfair stamp, though, tells me he doesn't have, like, Sparkling Crystal or anything like that. Or Neo Upper, so it's going to be even harder to get this Dreepy moving properly. We can keep throwing the 30s out. So I guess keep moving the 30 from Munkidori. That's fine with me. You're only moving 30. I could potentially move 90 if you ever attack me, so we're going to be pretty happy. I like triple Monkey, especially in this deck. It really it really is just a great way of saying, deal with me. Like, do enough damage or, you know, get monkeyed, nerd. I know I just yelled at you guys for not drinking enough water, and I'm going to be drinking a Mountain Dew here in a second, but make sure you drink enough water. Water is good for you. We like water. We'll move this 30 from here, and we'll just keep moving it on to now Pheasantipity. We're okay with that. Has 6, or will be dropped down to 6, has 7. Don't really want to do a whole lot with that. You know, I could put it back, get us 5. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and put the Grimmsnarl back, and we will Iono. Okay, so what we can do here, let's go ahead and get the Morgrem if we have it. We don't. That's okay. What do we have in hand? Professor Research? No. We'll go ahead and leave that in there. We'll put another Imp here. We'll put another Defiance Band on that. I don't think we need to... Yeah, we're fine. We'll go ahead and Shadow Bullet here. Put the 30 onto Pheasantipity, and we'll just try to take it out little by little, hopefully being able, by the end of the game, to probably take it as a 2-prize knockout. By moving either damage with Monkey, or in some sort of fashion, doing something like that. Want to try Grimmsnarl? Do you have a list to recommend? I do, actually. I will send you my list. I like it a lot. It's one of my favorite lists out there right this second. Charizard coming down is currently doing how much? 180, 210, 240, 270. We're okay with that. With powerful colorless energy? Yes. With pretty much any other energy? Probably not. It'll depend. Depends about Lugia. Lugia is one of those that, one, is now in expanded, but, you know, it all depends on what you got going on, what you're trying to do. Night Stretchers. Okay. Do I want anything with the Night Stretcher? No, I really don't. Which sucks, because I don't have any energy to put down. That's okay, though. We can go ahead and just research here. I think that's fine. Okay. We'll go ahead and move. Damage. I could take out this Shaymin. Couldn't I? Okay. I don't hate this. It's gonna get a knockout next turn regardless, but at least it's damage out. This Grimmsnarl goes down. We are actually setting up pretty nicely for a Charizard KO and then Fez KO. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it. Oh, Invincible's fantastic. I love Invincible. The show is great. One of my favorites, honestly. Bartek, you are brand new. Hello, sir. How are you? I hope things are going well. I hope things are going decently. We don't need the boss now, actually. Now I'm sitting here thinking about it. Okay, we've got Dark Energy. What we need is... Okay, so actually we can get a couple things with this. This one, we move here. This one, off Imp, we take Fez out. We get 2 prize cards from here. Okay, we get a Morgrem. Morgrem comes down. We attach here. Yeah, Bartek, welcome, man. It's good to see new people, new faces, all that jazz. Do we want that? I don't think we want that. We got 1 rare candy off of potentially an Iono. Don't know that I like that. Okay, hang on. We're gonna have to try it. Iono at least brings him down to 4, so that really hurts him here. And hey, that right there is called top deck magic. That is called never punished. I have no clue. I should have. You are correct. I absolutely should have done that. I did not. I failed that, but never punished. Yeah, no, that was not... That's not normal, everybody. That's just being... That's just being happy at this point. Like that's just luck. There's nothing to it. Honestly, there's nothing else to that. That's just luck right there. And there you go. Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX. I can't say enough good things about this card in this deck. It's so good. It's so powerful. It's very fast, believe it or not. Even being a stage 2, this is one of the faster decks out there. It's so good. Highly recommend. I cannot say enough good things about this. It's just so strong. What would I change in this? After playing it for so long, I know a lot of people are kind of narrowing it down with this deck. I don't know that, for me, I use the rare candy all that often. I think we can go down to 1 rare candy and probably put in another Night Stretcher. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I wouldn't be opposed to even, like, maybe Pheasantipity in this to help us draw when they knock out one of our Pokemon, although I personally don't think it's necessary. I don't hate maybe another Devolution. It's really strong, but it's also situational, so the 1 isn't always necessary in that case. I maybe even another energy to go to 9, but that again could be very easily solved with a 3rd Night Stretcher. So there's that. Now you could always go to like another Ultra Ball, and that could help. You could always, yeah, I mean, you could do a couple different things. Maybe adding in something like a Turo scenario could also be good. You have a Grimmsnarl that will go down next turn through, or at the end of your turn, because you're going to pass over and Froslass ticks over and you knock it out. So maybe that's an option as well. But I don't see too many things that could necessarily leave this. I do use rare candy, but it's not as often as I probably can justify for 2. But also, that's up to you and how you feel. Overall, though, this is how I will be playing my deck. I don't think it's necessary for 2, but I also like the redundancy of 2 rare candy. So again, this is how I like it. This is my optimal build for my playstyle. But if you had to change something, probably 1 rare candy for the few cards that I said earlier. Now, if you would, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It does really honestly help the channel, and we are on the road to 500. We are on the road to monetization. I have had so much fun with this, and I appreciate all the support that you guys have given me. And we're back. We're back from a long hiatus. So, yeah, thanks. And with that, have fun, stay safe. I love you.